everybody. Thank you for joining us, Lauren and Sarah on Makeup Therapy, and this is our October's Masks Mingle. And we know with our other skincare video we talked about this product, but didn't show it. It's the Light Super Face. It is a brightening and toning mask. It's not meant to, really change your life. It's just really meant to give your skin some much needed TLC. It's not hydrating, unfortunately, for you dry face girls, but it does make you feel like your skin is just a little more perked up.
Yes.
So we are going to be applying that today, and again, we've used this before, we've taken pictures before, but you never act to see it in action.
Yeah.
And I actually got Sarah her own so we can be a little cleaner. Here we go, unboxing. It is really, really great for end of the night, and for all you people who are scared of masks like this, it is a peeling mask, but it does not lift any hair or skin. It really seriously just sits on top, perks things up, and then, like a good little house guest, it just bows out and comes off easily.
Yeah,
so
really easy.
All right.
Here we go. Cheers.
So earlier we asked you guys to ask us questions. I know it was usual for us, a little short notice, but keeps the questions fresh in our heads. And so we're going to touch base on a few of those. Now, Christian had asked about what to do if you have texture issues on your eyelids. Now, it doesn't matter if it's crepey or if you have a physical bump like I tend to. You can use this same advice. Apply makeup in patting motions. Try to get at all angles around it so you're covering it 360. And I know it can be disappointing depending on what your preferences are for shadows. Matte shadows will save your life with that, because when you add shimmer to those, it's gonna
draw the attention.
Exactly,
to that,
it's gonna exaggerate the topography and really point it out. So you can use matte shadows, but you know what? Your eye is not the only place you can have texture issues. I know Sarah has a little bit of it.
Yeah, and I can totally relate to having some texture issues. I have a mole here on my chin. And so I have to, the same sort of thing, like a patting motion when I do, to make sure it gets in all the different areas. And then I have another sort of I don't even know what it is really, it's just like a little bit of a raised sort of bump on my lip. Same sort of thing. I've noticed if I use really glossy glosses, it'll really overemphasize that bump. And so if I do a gloss, Lauren had told me the great tip is to just do the center of your lip, so that's what I do as well.
Exactly, and that goes into our next thing. It doesn't always have to do with texture or physical imperfections. It can be if you have thin lips and it really does bother you, don't wear a dark lipstick. You can if you love. There's no rules to makeup, first of all. There are no rules to makeup. If you love a dark lip but you have thin lips, rock it. Just be aware that if you are sensitive to that issue, that will draw attention to it. It's the same reason why I don't wear lower eyelash mascara very often. I have very few hairs, and why do I want to highlight looking like I got the 8 legs of a spider underneath my eyes, because I don't have enough lashes to really complete that look.
Right.
You can truly do anything you want in makeup, but if you are sensitive to an issue, don't draw attention to it. No one's going to be ragging on you for not wearing mascara on your lower lashes, or you're always wearing nude lips. It's not that big of an issue. So totally embrace what your features are.
I love that she said that. There really is no rules to makeup. You make them up as you go.
Exactly. You do what you feel looks good on you. And like I said, if it doesn't look good, don't highlight it. And another topic we had, which is very, very interesting, was your base. How do you get ready to put makeup on your face? And I know Brandy is very interested in primers, and this is where I'm really gonna 100%, this is almost answering her question verbatim. I have very similar issues. Primers are awesome.
You use 3, don't you?
Yes, I actually use 4 technically if you count what I do with the eyes.
That's
but I'm going to show you some products here that I enjoy They all have high-end dupes, so if you've tried these high-end primers and you really like them, but you just can't afford to maintain buying them all the time, I really do suggest these. I'm going to work from the perimeter in because this is the order in which I apply them. The outer part of my face is the driest because my center part of the face produces most of the oils. So I go in first with just whatever moisturizer you like, but then I use the NYX Hydro Touch. It is a really good dupe for Smashbox primer, and they also have a hydrating one in a similar color too. This one's significantly cheaper, and it works like a moisturizer, but it also gives your skin, I don't want to say tackiness, but you can kind of feel like the base is really going to grip onto whatever you apply on top of it. And so I do that around the outer part of my face, and I bring it up through the hollows of my cheeks, approaching where the oil starts to happen, which is my T-zone and my top of my cheeks. So I'll bring that product all the way up around here. And then I will go in with the Enlight Superface. This is a drugstore brand you can find at CVS, is where I tend to find it in Ohio. It is called When It Rains, It Pours. It's the same brand that makes these masks. And it's not that I've done it with or without that, and it doesn't really like on its own help my pores, but in the area where I go from where I need hydration to where I need mattification and oil control, the area in between really does transition well with that. So I will kind of apply that just below the hollows of my cheeks up to my under eye, and same for my forehead down to here, and it kind of just fills in that skin that's normal, that little ring of skin that's normal around my face. And like I said, you can skip this entirely. It's not 100% necessary, but if I'm trying to take photos and do like the really fancy stuff, it really is a good in-between primer.
It complements it. They complement it well.
Exactly. It just helps one of these blend into the other, because you don't want that line where the makeup grips differently because of the type of primer you use. And then for my T-zone, this is a dupe for the Hourglass Mineral Veil. That one's extremely expensive. It's called the NYX Angel Veil. And let's see if I can get that to show. Perfect. It feels identical. I think there's like one or two ingredients in it that are different because obviously Hourglass uses the more expensive version of them. But yeah, it works exactly the same. It's a white kind of, I don't want to say gritty, but it definitely has a texture to it. Maybe a little bit more like silicone-y. And it fills in fine lines really well. And it just sits between your makeup and your skin and soaks up the oil, but it also prevents, your skin from looking like you got a mask on. It really does still allow your makeup to meld in and mesh well. So it is a lifesaver. I used to not like it because I tried to use the mineral veil all over once. Didn't work, and I realized if I focused it just on my T-zone, it was phenomenal. But if you want a little extra asterisk there, if you're worried about your under eyes with any creasing with concealer, you can use whatever primer works for your eyelid. Because when you apply it here, you want to make sure it's one that your eyes aren't going to react to. So if you use one on your lid and it works well, you can do this. Pat some of that under your lash line, right where your creases are, so that when you go to blend out makeups or concealers and stuff, it will just add that extra layer of protection to keep from things settling in your crease.
And that's a little bit tacky too, right?
Yeah, it is tacky. So
it'll really fill in those
areas. So if you worry like tacky, if you've used tacky products and it didn't work, then I wouldn't suggest this. But I use the Milani eyeshadow primer. It is drugstore, like all my other primers. Okay, and we're back. Everything is dry, and like I said, it doesn't hurt at all. It's not like the black one where it's supposed to rip out pores or anything like that. It's straight. It's just supposed to sit on top of the skin, perk it up, and then come right off.
Yeah.
So
super easy peasy.
Yeah. So you just go to town on it.
I normally start down here for some reason. I don't know real reason why, but see how easy that is? It literally, it doesn't, yeah.
Yeah, you're going to be the
So
more
funny.
testament that this doesn't hurt.
Oh, yeah.
Because you saw me go in just the same way with the black
Exactly,
one.
but this literally does not hurt at all. The other one did grab on a little bit.
And there you go, see? And, you know, my face isn't any redder than it was before.
Yeah.
You know, it didn't irritate, but at the same time, you know, I do feel my under eyes feel like they had some TLC, the skin's brighter, the transition between my oily T-zone and my desert is feeling really good, you know.
Mine's right here. I always get lines here, and that feels nice.
I got
smooth.
my WTF scowl right there, see? Little canyon. Yeah, even that doesn't feel like it's as deep or as aggravated.
Like,
so
it totally feels nice, yeah.
yeah, so I think that is an excellent mask that if you just want to have some TLC but you're not looking for a life-changing transformation, I think it's perfect. You can always save your extra bucks at CVS and get it dirt cheap. I actually got those buy one get one free with a sale they were having, and I used my extra bucks from buying the primer to get one of those masks. So it really, really is worth the savings, and I think very affordable for most people.
Can we take a minute to look how beautiful that lip color is that she just got on? Look how pretty that is. Ooh.
Oh, I will talk about it in a future video because this
Yes,
is
we
actually,
will.
surprise, surprise, I have almost everything else in this collection. If you want to kind of guess at what it is, I'll list it in the description box. I'm going to make you guys hunt. I'm going to make you hunt for it. I'm not just going to put it up in the video. No, you got to look down.
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty, and as we talked about earlier, we're having a giveaway for the months of October and November. Winner will be announced in our Masks Mingle in December, and we're giving away
Dun, 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 dun. Look at these babies.
Exactly. You've seen them all over my channel before. They are a great transition if you're going between using, you know, like the batch kits you get at Kmart or
These little babies.
those little babies. Exactly. This is a great stepping tool towards experimenting with what brushes you would want to get higher end versions of. So those are our prizes. Now, you might be wondering how to win them.
Yes.
And it's actually very simple. We want to see you do some makeup therapy. It doesn't have to be a big bold look like we do with our eyeshadow challenges.
Right.
We just want to see you do a full face and show us giving yourself some love while enjoying the creativity of makeup. And once you post that, we would like to see you follow us on Facebook.
Sure.
But definitely, a big caveat to this all, smash that subscribe button down below for us. And there you have it. That's all you have to do. We will be writing live on our Facebook channel the names of everybody who enters and qualifies, and then putting them in a hat and drawing them out. So you can definitely have some fun with us there.
Yes.
And that will be happening again at the beginning of December. That will be our only live Mask and Mingle. We usually don't do those live.
Right.
But yeah, it'll be a great fun for everybody, and we hope to see you there.
Yeah, so go ahead and just keep watching for any of the fun new fall Halloween-y sort of looks that will be going on this month. And yeah, have a good day.
Bye.